Hello, hello, hello. I am Dory Joe Stowe with Prairie Scraps. And surprise, it's Wednesday. I don't usually go live on Wednesdays, but I thought I would since I have so many things I'm itching to get done. So you're coming along today. We're going to make some things for my craft show coming up. And I'm wanting to get them done. I'm antsy. I got an order in yesterday, and so we're going to give it a try. Just a minute here. We're going to see if I can find it and share it out. I don't know. Can I find my own self being live? I don't know. Why can't I find it? So we're going to do a little Grinchy work today. Grinchy t-shirts, actually. T-shirts. I ordered in some t-shirts online, and they came in yesterday. And of course, you guys know. Oh, no, you don't. So I went to do some like patches for my pillows. I taped it, I videoed it, and have yet to edit it. And I haven't gotten them done because I wanted to make some patches to put on some pillows to make some pillows. And anyway, I was at the very bottom of the bin for black ink. So I went ahead and used up what I could to get, why can't I just find a, don't try to do two things at once. There it is. I'm like, where's the share button? I want to get this shared over to Facebook. I am Dory Joe Stowe with Prairie Scraps, and you are on YouTube with me on my little channel. I appreciate anything you could do. Make sure you subscribe and hit the like button and hit the notifications bell, the little bell. The reason why you want to do that is then you'll know when I go live, because sometimes I'm pretty sporadic. Sometimes I just don't like to commit to a specific time that I'm on. So hopefully this will get me up. I'm just sharing it out here onto YouTube, or onto Facebook. I do have a private crafting group on Facebook. It's called Prairie Scraps Chalkin'. If you are not already there, go find me. My name is Dory Joe Stowe on Facebook. And hopefully that gets shared out. So I don't know. Let's see. It is a windy, stormy kind of day today outside here in Idaho. And so I'm like, I'm just going to go do some fun things. So let me know what you are up to today. It is a Wednesday, hump day. Are you at work? Are you just hanging out? Are you like me, trying to hibernate? The girls and I decided, actually, my older daughter, Lydia, she was just like yesterday, oh, I'm falling apart. My back hurts. Everything hurts. And I was like, you know what? It's been a couple weeks since you've done soccer, and we haven't been doing anything physical whatsoever since then. So I was like, I think your back hurts. She had backaches last year when she wasn't doing very good. So I think she is having like backaches because she's not active, because she's out of shape all of a sudden. So anyway, I'm like, that's it. I think we should go for a walk before school every morning. So yesterday we took off and did a walk. The girls were like, right now? Like, I kind of did it in the middle of doing homeschool. It was like 10 o'clock. We'd already been doing over an hour of school already. And I'm like, let's go. Put your shoes on. Let's go. And we walked around the block, and it was windy and freezing and, oh my gosh, frigid outside. So crazy cold. I'm just getting out my mat, my ink mat. This is actually very well used, very well worn. It's not been, I need to replace them probably again. I have 3, and I was trying to find the one that is more usable, but I think, I don't know. They're all kind of getting old, but you do need something in here. So it doesn't matter. You can use a piece of cardboard. inside of your t-shirt. I got these, I guess I didn't show you. I got these t-shirts in from, they're a Gildan brand, and that's the only one I found that has this bright green kind of Grinchy color. So that's what we are going to use for the t-shirts. I thought they would be really cute to make up and sell at my craft sale coming up. And this is, we're just starting with it. I just ordered like, I think 3 extra larges, 3 larges, 3 double extras, maybe a couple of 2 triple X's. Now, the double X's and triple X's don't come in the bright green at all, at least where I was ordering them. So it just, I got a gray. So I think I'm going to have to mix some inks to make more of a bright green color in order to use on the t-shirt. So today we're just working on a few of the green ones. And so I apologize. It's going to be upside down because I need to look at it. I need to look at it. So, and then I went and I actually ordered my black ink. It's coming in, but I went and got ink, and look at my red is feeling kind of light. So I don't know if I have a lot of red. I did grab this. This is the pesto, but I don't think it goes very nicely. I feel like I'm going to blow away. The wind has just kicked up. So this morning we went, before we started school, walking. I was talking about the weather a little bit. We went walking this morning before school started, and I also got some silver out. This is one of my original inks that I got like probably 6 years ago. I wonder if they're even dated. I don't see a date. But anyway, and it still works. I don't have any problems with it. So I thought I'd do that for the stars. My black, like I said, I got it out, but it's pretty gone. You can even see right through to the other side. It's kind of, I don't know. I wish there was some there. I'm just holding on to it for posterity's sake. No, if I have a really small project, I might use it. And then I'm going to do most of it in white. I'm going to try to do as much as I can in white and black for our Grinch t-shirt. So this is the transfer. This is called Resting Grinch Face. Haha, Resting Grinch Face. And pretty much designed to go on t-shirt, but there's a lot of snarky places you could put it. You could definitely put it on the sign if you wanted. Get rid of that plastic because I always make kind of a mess. And so it says Resting Grinch Face here. And then it also has Dear Santa, it was just a phase. That's a little bit smaller. I'm not sure if you'd want to put that on a shirt. If you see, like, let's see a little bit here, like the size of that on a shirt, it'd be okay, but I'm not sure I'd like it entirely. Naughty, nice until proven naughty. I do think that would look really nice on a t-shirt. And then this one, it says Up to Snow Good. This one down here, kind of cute. And Bah Humbug definitely would fit. But we are just going to use the Resting Grinch Face because I think that is the best portion of this today. So that is what we're going to go with. And it is almost the size. Well, this is our, what is this? A C size transfer. C, D's, and E's are 50% off right now. So you could get this one 50% off, which is great. Or maybe it's select. I don't know. Let me know if you go take a look. Or if you want the link, just for all the supplies for this, let me know if you want a supply list, and I will get that to you. But anyway, we are going to do the Resting Grinch Face, and it is my first time using it, but because we are doing it on fabric, we do not have to fuzz it because the fabric is its own fuzz. I'm just folding it back, not on the sticky side, but on the non-sticky side, the front, and trying to find the middle section of it. I just usually our transfers are nice and evened out here. So we'll just see how good we can get these done, how it goes along. And I'm going to try to straighten out this t-shirt because you want it to be straight, because you don't want this to be, I'm actually thinking, because it's got a big section here on the top, if you could see that where the T starts. I don't know if you could see that. See how big of a space there is? I think I could just put that right up to the bottom of the neckline and use that as my spacing. Usually I do pretty far down, but I think in this case we can just use that, especially on this extra large t-shirt. I guess I shouldn't have pressed that because I'm gonna do a little measuring. A lot of times, if it's a smaller shirt, you can just go ahead and use your hands. So 6.5 on that side, 6.5. Oh, we went right off. I'm pretty good at eyeballing usually. 3.5 there. 4 there. So I can see clearly that one side is higher than the other. So how to get it? How to get it even is the question. So the ink mat is really nice to work with because you can just put it in there. It kind of sticks to it so that you don't have to. Just looks crooked. I don't know why. What did I say? Side to side, 6.5. If you're coming in, make sure you say hello. I would love to have you say hello and make sure you subscribe to my channel. It's my little crafting channel. I try to bring you crafting ideas. This would make a great gift. I know a lot of people are really into the Grinch style of things and love the Grinch. So I feel like whatever I did commit to, because I'm thinking about doing this on another one. Sorry, my eczema's just started itching like crazy. Don't know why. Probably should do the bottom too, because this is a really long one. That's the other reason I'm going up closer to the edge. So it does look a little crooked. Is because this is such a long transfer. And I don't want to, you could move it around. You could do portions of it. The nice thing about using, doing ink is it's not like chalk where you have to, what did I just do? Did that even move it? That's the question. It doesn't dry up in the transfer. I feel like I don't know. My daughter was she does a really good job usually of her flannels, but sometimes, she'll sit down and do like 10 flannels with ink on them at a time. And I don't know why the shirt feels crooked here. Maybe it's made crooked. We studied that in 4-H with the girls in one of their sewing units is about, going and checking out store bought item, manufactured clothing items, and then looking at the seams and looking at how well they're made and things like that. And man, they were both like, these are made so bad. It seems to me like this shirt is really crooked. Maybe it's the way they boxed it or something. I don't know. I feel like I have to get the seam out here to try to get it in. Let's see. So what is your weather like today? I'd love to hear how your weather is coming along. Are you looking like fall? Are you looking like winter? We're feeling a little bit like winter today. It was really good. We went for our walk this morning and it was actually not bad. I actually got quite warm walking. It was like, this one actually feels like a little bit of I'm trying to get this straightened out. So this is actually, I think, the hardest thing is trying to figure out where the right point is to put it. So I'm just trying really hard to just get this on here nicely. Get this one shoulder. It's higher on one shoulder, and I think it's just the way the manufacturer packaged it up. So it seems like it's all right. Quit my messing around. Just go with it. Oop, no, that is totally crooked. I can see it. The bottom was coming to one side. This is, it's got a really deep crease right down the center. And I kind of think it's in the center. It's just maybe I should measure. Okay. So we're going to measure over here. It doesn't have to be absolutely perfect. I think you've got, a little bit of space to not be exactly perfect. but we do want it to be close. It just is the shirt, I think. All right, we're just going to do our best. So anyway, sometimes when she's doing her, she's not as worried about perfectionism when she does her inks and things like that. And she's more like creative, like I just want this to look good and blah, 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 and get done. So she tends to occasionally be a little careless. I'm always like, is that straight? Is that whatever? And so she decided one of the flannels recently was, so I'm thinking about how to do this. I kind of want this smile in here to be red for sure. And then I'm thinking, I don't know, what do you think? Doing red resting here and the rest white, and then silver on the stars down here. And you could take it off and move the stars up here too. I've seen people do that. It looks really cute. I'm just going to leave it as is. I'm into simplifying. So simple is better than not. So maybe I'll wait. Although you guys know how I am with the red. Let's see what we have in red. Let's start there. And so anyway, I placed my order and I don't have any more red. This is all I got. So we'll go as far as we can. This is ink. This is not chalk paste. This is different. This is permanent. You want to let it dry for 24 hours and then iron it with a hot iron for a few minutes with a piece of parchment paper over it. And then it's good to wash and dry. We've totally done this. This is my new mini squeegee for the Black Friday sales. If you purchase this month's color of the month, it is called Study Hall. It is this bright. It is seriously this bright. It is a chalk, though. You get a free squeegee to match it. So I thought I'd use it today. Isn't that cute? Be nice in the red. It won't show the red. So this is the color. Look at that. It is all that. All right. Actually, we got a good amount of red here. I think we'll be good for a while. But I definitely need to put it on my list of things to order, the red, because it's getting low. So let's see. I'm thinking resting. Or should I do face? And I don't know. I think it's better if I block it and do red here, white here, and just a little bit of silver. So that's what we're going to do. And you could take your time with the ink. Like I said, it will be able to be washed and dried in the washer and dryer. No need to turn it to the inside. You won't have it peeling off or anything because this is an ink product. It's going into the fabric and soaking in. It is not going to be on top. And the color red specifically is definitely going to be permanent. It's got red. If you've watched anything of what, red and black, a lot of the greens also have more pigment in them. So I'm being careful not to go over here, picking up the extra. We're going to put it back into the container and use it later for the next one. Okay, so we've got the red on there. And before I close this up, got red on the top here too. Sometimes we get a little messy with our ink. I want to maybe peel back a little bit and make sure, well, I'm going to leave it. So I'm going to set that up there so I don't get into it. And we're going to shut the container because we do not want this to dry up what little we have. And then always check your fingers after you ink because you want to make sure that you don't get a little fingerprint somewhere on your t-shirt or on your what you're working on. All right, so we're going to do white. I would have preferred black, like I said, but we're just going to do what we can do and see how it turns out. If I don't like this one, this will be the last one like this, and I'll try to be patient and wait for the black ink to show up. Or I guess I do have a second plan in the back of my mind. I do have some black ink singles packets. All right, so here we go with the white. I think the white is going to work nicely. And who doesn't love the sane, resting Grinch face? Does it feel a little bit like you're swearing when you say it? I don't know. Tell me what you think. Is it naughty? because sometimes I don't really like it when they allude to the naughty word, but I don't know. I kind of like it. I was telling the girls we should wear these because at the craft show to demo them because people will love them. And my daughter said, "I think I'm the naughty until proven or nice until proven naughty, and you're the rusting Grinch face." I was like, "What are you saying about me?" Oh my goodness, I'm a little upset about this statement. So I'm just like getting it on and then taking off the excess, putting it back in. We'll set this aside and close it up so we don't have any boo-boos. And then again, I will check my fingers. If you don't see that red live button and are watching this on the replay, just put hashtag replay. That helps me know that somebody checked in and came and checked it out. I love to be able to know that somebody's out there. I get it if you can't see it live. Life is busy, and I try to bring you some fun, quick projects. And as you can see, we're still right around 20 minutes, but I have been talking and I shared, so I give myself an extra 5. So we're under, at this point, this is my silver. It's kind of metallic-y looking, and we still have silver shimmer in our line. So I'm just using this right here on these little stars. It's just a little twinkle twinkle on the stars, I guess you would say. And make sure I push it in really nice. These transfers are reusable up to a dozen times. I'm planning on getting more than that out of it. And so it is a very economical way to make some t-shirts. Wouldn't these be cute for Christmas? Again, I'm going to check my fingers, make sure they're nice and clean, no little silver spots on them. And then let's peel to reveal. And I'm going to do it a little bit slow once I get it going here. Pull from the center so you don't stretch your transfer in the wrong direction. And then be very careful because you don't want to go back on your t-shirt. Oh, that looks so nice. Rusting Grinch face. And look at that. Nice. I am excited about that, you guys. Excited. I'm just going to set this on the backing. That is totally washable. I could take it to the fridge, to the sink, in the kitchen and wash it. Our ink is non-toxic. And if it starts to dry up on you, you can add a little bit of water. But if you saw my old packet there, can you see it? I know it's a little light in that stars, but isn't that cute? Oh my goodness. Love, love, love. Resting Grinch face. Isn't that so adorable? I think people are going to love it. So by the time I've, spent time and money making t-shirts, I usually sell, I don't know. I haven't decided this year. My daughter kind of said I should maybe raise my price a little. I've been on the low side. I've been selling t-shirts for $15 a piece. But I'm kind of thinking about going to like at least 18, maybe. Our flannels are 25. My daughter bleaches them and then she does her creative thing with the inks on it and kind of decorates it up. So that is her thing. Just a minute. I will get this for you to see. Get you up a little bit. See that? This is, there we go. Isn't that cute? So cute. So this is, and I got to leave this, going, don't do that, what I just did. When you go over on itself like that, it can like spread the ink. So you want to be kind of careful till you get it dried out really good. I like to just use them, leave them overnight, and then I'll iron it tomorrow. But there it is. That's how we'll take it. But I think it's adorable, don't you? Isn't that adorable? Tell me if you would like to wear this shirt, or do you think it's revealing too much? I don't know. I think it's cute. So I'm going to leave this out so it can dry. Set that over there, get it out of our way, and we are going to move on to another t-shirt. So I think in about 20 minutes you can make a t-shirt. So cute wouldn't these be cute for those pajama pictures at Christmas? I don't know. Do people still do that? I don't know. Do you guys do that? We never have. I kind of don't want to take pictures of the color of this is actually lime. That's the color, and it's the Gildan brand t-shirt. So If you were looking for these t-shirts to make your own, and if you'd like all the supplies, just let me know. Go ahead and put Grinch down below and I will get that to you. All right, let's see number 2. We got to put our little mat in. I was just checking to see. A lot of times the ink will go right through, and so you have to wash in between because you don't want to put a bunch of ink on the inside or even the outside by accident. So just put this in here. And like I said, my mat is not very sticky. I need to check. Maybe I have mixed up my mats. I don't know. Maybe I'm needing to get, we normally have 2 different sizes of mats, but I think we maybe are only down to the smaller size. So it's about half the size, but a little longer. It works too. Either size works for t-shirts. I like the square one. The other one's rectangle shaped. I do like the square one for my larger t-shirts. So this is going to be a large. All right. Now, the key to using the transfer a second time is that you can't place and replace several times because you might smear ink in the place. So it's kind of like you have to find your middle point fairly quickly, and you can't like put it down, especially with that red. We don't want to put it down, take it off too many times. So I am not going to press at all. I'm going to do a little bit of measuring here. You could put a measuring tape across it and measure that way. So here we are 5 1/4, and then over here, a little bit, about 1/4 of an inch too far this way. So I'm going to move it very carefully. All right. And I think this nice thing is once you use it, it really works. It works better for you, I think. It's a little more stiff. Now I went too far that way. There we go. That worked more slick. Let's see. Oops. My tape is starting to look like I've been inking with it. That is pretty close right there. And you see, this one's a smaller shirt. The last one was an extra large. Double X and triple X did not come in this green. So we're sort of stuck with this. Now, I'm going to stick this down and know that when you touch it, you're going to get, you want it to be sticking really good, no air bubbles or anything like that. I will only do this twice probably because I do not want it to start making smears and things because I can't get this transfer down really good. So try to get it down. I think I'm going to take a squeegee. I don't usually do this. I know other people do. I'm just going to use a squeegee to try to make sure all the bubbles are out because I can't do it. It's stretching a little bit weird with my fingers. This will be a flat surface. So this will help just get all those puckers out, get all the, I'm going one way for red. It's not even coming off on the squeegee. So this will come clean in the sink with one of our board erasers. Actually, it'll just wash off really nice. For some reason, this ink just comes off really nice off the transfers. So it's easy peasy to get off. All right, let's see how we can do. We'll start the same process all over again. So if you've seen it once, this won't be anything different other than it's the second time on this. All right, let's see how we do. You just want to cover all the areas. And you can see when I peeled that off, it pretty much kept all the red on the t-shirt. So you can totally see through the transfer. Now, if it had really gunked up on the transfer, I might have, taken it to wash it in between, but this is not the case. I find chalking is often a little more fussy than doing inking. Inking is very forgiving, even though it's permanent. And I don't know if you can see that right there. Got a little red piece right there. It's generally more forgiving than chalking, I just think, because you could take your time to do it. And even when I think it goes underneath, most of the time it does not. So, all right. And the inks, just like the chalk, you can add a little bit of distilled water if you think it's getting a little bit dry. Red, I don't want it to be, it's okay to work with it a little bit dry. So I don't want to mess with it. I'm going to just leave it the way it is, but make sure I close it when I use it. And then we'll use the white. So I got some on the back side there. Do the Grinch face. I'm hoping my little stars will work. If something doesn't work or if it doesn't go through the second time, you can always lay this back over it and redo it once you get it cleaned again. So don't panic if something doesn't show up the way you want it to. You totally have, it has a lot of forgiveness. And you can see through the transfer so you can see where to place it the next time and just redo it. It'll work. It's okay. Everything is fixable. Doesn't have to, it'll look great. Even if it's a little messed up or a little smudgy underneath it, it's okay. So if I was chalking this, I would totally take this off and I would peel it to reveal in between each color because I wouldn't want it to dry. But because we are doing ink, it's, like I said, it doesn't stick to the transfer when you peel it off. It all goes back, it stays in the t-shirt. So I'm going to set that aside, shut our ink, and I'm going to check my fingers because I think I've got some white going on, if not some red at this point. I store just a good idea with when you use the inks is because they look very similar. Pastes have the black cover, inks have the white cover, and we have a lot of the same colors in both. So they're easy to mix up. So make sure that you store your inks in a different place. I store them in a suitcase, a little vintage suitcase by my feet. So I have it handy, but it's shut away so I don't accidentally grab an ink and use it on something else because you might regret that. Also, if you get it on your finger, like on your clothing while you're working, that can also be permanent too. I have done that, like a little fingerprint here or there. All right, the silver blended in and I had it sitting on a silver stamp case. All right, let's get this done. Oops, little bit of red on my squeegee, so I'm just going to take that off and then use it. Okay, this is pretty thick. It probably could use, you know what I think when I do my inks, I don't like to add water to my inks because if they get too runny, it's a mess. So I tend to go pretty dry because you want both your inks and your chalks to be yogurt consistency. And this is pretty thick. This is almost a dried up yogurt. So, but I'm hesitant to put water in because I also don't like it too runny. Whereas chalk paste really recovers better with the extra water. This does not. All right, I'm going to check that little corner first because I want to make sure the silver is done. Because I'm thinking maybe it didn't go through. Yep. It did not go through as well. So I'm going to push that down. And I am thinking a little bit about just getting it wet. Just a little bit with my finger. This is kind of a little trick. I've done this with chalk and with inks. And I just put my finger in, got my finger wet, and then I'm just rubbing it into the transfer when it doesn't transfer in. And this is because this is a thicker paste because it's got the glitter in it. And then I'm going to get it off my fingers and see how that worked. If not, we can always lay it back down. Oh, that totally worked. See? Oh my goodness, I'm so excited. All right, we'll see how the rest turned out. Oops, and I see a little bit of the G did not turn out here. So as long as I've got it, take your time pulling it off. You just never know. You can just lay it back down and re-ink it. This is way more forgiving than chalking. I can tell you that. Get this bottom little spot right there. Chalk sometimes doesn't fix as well. A lot of times with chalk, you just have to take it off. Take that off. Take it off, wash the transfer, and then relay it down. Oop. And I see I'm going to try that trick with the water again with my F here. It worked. I'm going to try it with a G. There we go. Or C. I thought it was a G, but it is not. Okay. Oop, a little bit of this. It's just a little drier the second time, so nice. That worked. Top of my G. Get some water on that. Be good to go. Oops. Didn't want that much water. I don't want it running around, so I just kind of lifted it with my wipe. Okay. Better. The G worked. Smile is good. Resting is all good. Oh my goodness. Love, love, love it. There you go. Sorry about the blind reveal there. I usually try to peel the other way, but like I said, I thought that little, and I need to wash my hands here again before I pick up the shirt because I don't want to put little silver, got little bits of silver on me yet. Silver pieces put on. I'm going to make sure my ink is shut up here because I had that open. And get this all ready. All right, double check my fingers. Again, you cannot check your fingers too many times. And I tell you that from experience. All right, and we're going to get this middle mat out. So I can lift it up here. Trying not to go over on itself. Isn't that cute? All right, so 37 minutes, at least 5, so about 30 minutes, I was able to make 2 of these resting Grinch face ones. Can you see? My stars definitely turned out really nicely there. The face, even though the bottom of the C was kind of bad, I even fixed that G with just a little bit of water, teensy tiny bit. Just from experience, I know that I can fix them that way. I can't say that every single one of my t-shirts has been absolutely perfect, but I've also not made a single t-shirt that couldn't be worn or that couldn't be fixed. So if that tells you anything about it, but isn't that the cutest? I am so excited about this. Like I said, I haven't decided about my pricing, whether everybody tells me I should do it at 18. I think people are selling their t-shirts for 20. I don't know. What would you do? Anyway, I think, yeah, 18 with shipping. If you wanted to have me ship one of these, if you wanted a specific size, let me know. I'm more than happy to sell the t-shirts too and ship them off. And I combine shipping so that you don't have to pay extra shipping. So if you order multiple ones, I can make them for you and ship them off to you. Or if you want to make your own, it's kind of fun to do as a family activity. Everybody can make their own t-shirts, but I hope you learned something today, a little bit about making the t-shirts. It really is kind of fun and kind of relaxing. It is craft therapy, really. So I appreciate you being here. I hope that you have a very blessed day and make sure you keep on crafting. Bye-bye now.